So guys, good morning. Today we are going to see that wildcard switch operators. These wildcard switch operators are very important because we are going to use these operators in our day-to-day SQL works. So we are going to see that what are all the wildcard switch operators are there and how to use that wildcard operators in SQL. So now here guys, we have last session we introduced about this like keywords, is keyword, like keyword, all that, and today we are going to see how that like keyword will help. Okay, so now here we are going to see that wildcard switch operators. So basically we have so now let me connect it to our database. So guys, how do you connect it to our database? You can use keyword, use space database name, or else you can change the database name here. You can click on here and select that database to which database you want connect. Our database is 7_02 is our database. Crystal Spiders Institute 7_02 is our database. So now I connected to that database and see that wildcard switch operators. We have 4 operators: percentage, underscore, square brackets, and caret. So this is a symbol you can see in the mouse, in the keyboard. You have to say shift under 6th button, 6, number 6. You see that shift and number 6, it will come this value guys. In your keyboard you can check it out, this symbol. So these are the 4 operators we have in SQL as a wildcard switch operators, and we are going to use these 4 operators and how these operators will behave. And these nodes, we'll talk about these nodes again guys. First let's test these operators and then we'll come back to these nodes and we'll understand these nodes. So we have to use these 4 operators along with the like keyword only. Always if we want to use any of these operators, we have to use like keyword. In the last session we already seen that like keyword. We are going to do same practice again guys. So now here the question is, write a query to display the persons whose first name is Aaron. Whose first name is Aaron. I want to display that people. So guys, I shared you that yesterday class. If you can go back to that our Google Drive folder, there will be a file that will be 13.6 I think. That file contains all the SQL queries to create all the tables to insert the same data. So go ahead and execute that file and you will get all these tables, person table, all the tables, whatever the tables we are using in our class. So select star from person where first name equal to Aaron. See now here, let's see that person table contains some data. We see that now person table contains some data like first name, middle name, last name, all that. So now here I want to display the people whose first name is equal to, whose first name is Aaron. So same query we can write whose first name equal to Aaron, or else whose first name like Aaron. Both are same. So in this case the like is going to be work as like equal operator. So now both will give same results guys. Okay. See that now this query is written 56 records and this query is also written 56 records. How do I say 56? Here you see that in the bottom. So now there you see this here guys, at this point you see that 56 rows. It is appearing now. You see that 00 time is 0000. That is what the execution duration, and the 56 rows. That 56 rows represents this many number of records. It is written by one SQL query. So this is fine. So now here, for suppose I want to write a query to display the records whose first name starts with A. Whose first name starts with A. After A guys starts with A. Whose first name starts with A, like Aaron. So there are so many people are there. Aaron, Amit, Andrea. So many people are there whose first name starts with A. Let's see this here, Austin. I want to display Austin. So there are so many people are there with the same first name Austin, but their last name is different guys. So first name is Austin. I want to display those guys because first name starts with A. Where is other people? Aaron. So many people are there guys. So Alberto. See that Alberto. Their first name starts with A. I want to display these guys. So now here the requirement is I want to display all the persons whose first name starts with A. After A, that can be any characters are there, any number of characters are there, I don't care. If the first name starts with A, display that. That's it. This is called patterns guys. we are going to say, this is what we are going to say, matching the pattern. I am going to put the pattern. Pattern is first name starts with A, that is what the pattern. So if any value match with this pattern, we can say that that record is passed the condition. So here we are not looking for exact match of the value, we are looking for the pattern of the value. Here the pattern is, here I am not looking for exact equal, I am looking for the like, for the pattern. Whose the first name starts with A, whose the first name like starts with A, whose the first name like starts with A. So that is what represents a pattern. Whose the first name equal to A, that means I am looking for the persons whose the first name exactly is equal to the character A. So that is different. So like is different. Pattern, searching for the patterns are different, searching for the values are different. Searching for the pattern means matching patterns. Starts with A, ends with S. That is what one pattern, something like that. We can see that. So now to match these patterns, we have to use these wildcard characters with the like keyword. So now here you see this, we can always use wildcard search operators along with the like to perform search operations based on the patterns. So now here we are going to write that same query, guys. Take the data from person table, and here where first name like starts with A. After A, that can be any characters are there, any number of characters are there, we are going to use percentage. So this percentage represents, so that first name like A percentage. A percentage means starts with A, and after A, the percentage represents there can be any characters, any number of characters are there. You can consider them as a matching. Okay. So now here, guys, we have that. Okay, I think we have to see. Okay, I written over here like A percentage. So now see the difference between these two, guys. If you don't use a percentage, then how it will happen? So now here the first name like A means it is going to this is looking for the records whose first name is equal to A. Just like whose first name is exactly equal to A. If you don't use wildcard characters, the like keyword is going to behave like a equal operator. So now here we are using a wildcard character, that is a percentage inside this quotes, A percentage, whose the first name like A percentage. This is looking for the records whose first name starts with A. The first character we mentioned A, and after A we mentioned percentage. That means whose the first name like A percentage represents, the percentage can be replaced by any characters and any number of characters, but the first character should be A. Okay. So now here, so if you execute this SQL query, and it is not displaying any records because no person is there with the first name is equal to A. And here if you execute this query, and it will display all the people whose first name starts with A. After A, that can be any number of characters, and any characters are there in their first name, it will consider as matching. See that now we got all these records. Total 2014 records we got, guys. Total 2014 records. You see that Austin here, Alberto, Alexandra. So this is all the names: Arturo, Alexandra, Arthur, Amber, Amanda. See, this is all the people whose the first name starts with A. That's it. And after A, that can be any characters, any number of characters. That's what it is represents. Sir, instead of this like keyword, if I use equal, what will happen? This will not work, guys. Now I am looking for the first name whose the first name is equal to A percentage. Is there any person with A percentage inside this first name? Is there anywhere A percentage? No. A percentage is not there. Any value is having is equal to A percentage. Any of this value, guys? I am looking. See now here in this case, the SQL is not going to consider this percentage as a wildcard character. In this case, the SQL is not going to consider, SQL server is not going to consider this percentage as a wildcard character. It assuming percentage is also part of first name. So in this case, the meaning of percentage is changed, guys. Here the percentage is not going to work as a wildcard character, wildcard search operator. It is not going to work as a wildcard search operator. Here the SQL is looking for the person whose first name is exactly equal to A percentage, but no one is having this name. No one is having this name A percentage. Nobody is having this. No one is having the name in their name. Percentage is not there. In their name, percentage is not there. So this is what, guys, very clear understanding. Okay, when we are using wildcard character, we have to use a like keyword only. If you use equal operator, it will not work. Okay. So this is what, guys. When we are using like keyword, if I don't use any wildcard character, then this like keyword is going to work as a equal operator. Okay, guys. So this is what we are going to see that. So now here similar way, guys. So now I am asking, write a query to display the persons whose first name starts with AN. So then how do we write that query, guys? Where the first name like starts with AN, like AN. After AN, that can be any characters are there, any number of characters are there, it is going to consider as a matching. That's what here AN. So now here this is what AN. And this is looking for the persons whose first name starts with AN percentage. Okay. And a similar way, so if you use equal AN percentage, this is again looking for the persons whose first name is Z equal to AN percentage. So no one is there with this name, guys. Nobody is there with this name, but there are the people are there just like AN, like AN percentage. This percentage represents after AN, that can be any characters are there, any number of characters are there, you can simply consider they are matching. So this is what the like keyword. Always we are going to use like keyword with these wildcard operators. But equal operator will not work. So if you execute this equal, it is not going to produce any results because no employees are there whose first name exactly equal to AN percentage. And here we are going to use this one. It is going to display the matching patterns. So now see here that people first name starts with AN. Andrea, Andrew, Angelica, right? There are some Anna and Angela, right? Andrea, Anna, so Antonio, so there are Angel. So this is all the persons whose first name starts with A. Okay, this is fine. So now here, guys, next another query. So write your query to display that person whose first name starts with A and ends with the S. So this is fine. So now here we are going to see that. So where the first name like starts with A and ends with S. S. In between A and S, that can be any characters, any number of characters are there. Consider them as matching. That's it. See that now here, guys, I am going to display all the persons whose first name starts with A and ends with S. So this is going to give that same results. See that? You see that now all these people, their first name Alexis first starts with A and ends with S. All these people's Andres starts with A, ends with S. Andres. That's it. Only total 69 records, guys. Okay, so this is what we are going to use that. And next we have, so write a query to display the persons whose first name starts with A or B, starts with A or B and ends with S. So now here how do we do this? So that means whose first name starts with A and ends with S, or else whose first name starts with B and ends with S. So we can write, we are going to write this we can simplify this query by using the other wildcard operators, that is what, square brackets. We can do that. Later we'll see that. Now we are going to achieve this one by using only percentage operator. So where the first name like starts with A and ends with S. A percentage yes. Otherwise, or else, or the first name like starts with B, ends with S. Either this or this. Okay, so now this is what we have the query. Okay, guys. So now the next query is write a query to display the persons whose first name starts with either A or B and ends with S. And we are adding something more, and also make sure their last name starts with N and ends with A. So that means, let's see, this is complete condition, and also we have to say that we have to make sure under the last name like starts with the N, ends with the A. Guys, we have to keep these two in the open and closed parentheses. We discussed as part of logical operators. So why we are going to enclose these two conditions in the, these are the conditions guys, these two conditions in the open and closed parentheses, because this is going to be act as a one set, and this is the. So now let's see this. If I execute this query, it will give the same results. It will give the results which is going to matching this pattern. So only one person is there. Their first name starts with A and ends with S. Last name is starts with A and starts with N, ends with A. That is what here it is. Andres Nara. Okay. So this is what we have. And again, write a query to display the person whose first name contains Ron. That means the first name that can starts with RON, and in the middle of the first name RON is there, or else that name is ends with RON. So now here guys, if that first name contains means that can starts with RON, or else in the middle of that first name RON is there, or else in the end of the first name RON is there. Anywhere that RON is there in the first name, then display that first name, that records. So now here what we are going to see that where first name like, so RON. So RON means that can be starts with that can be start, or that can be in the end, or that can be in the middle. So now this represents percentage RON, percentage represents contains. So now let's execute this query guys, and it will give all the persons. See that Cameron, RON is ends in this name. Tyron, RON is there in the middle of that name, RON. Ron, RON is there. And Sharon, in that name RON is the end. Aaron, RON is there. Cameron, RON is there. Veronica, RON is there in the Veronica, RON in the middle. Byron, RON is there. Ronald, RON is starts with RON, Ronald. See that? And Sharon, Aaron, RON is there in the end. See all these names, all these people in their first name we can see RON, 3 characters side by side, RON. Okay. So this is what guys, the wildcard search operators, that is what percentage. And we are going to see some few more requirements. Write a query to display the employees who are using Hotmail IDs. So I want to display that while writing the SQL query, I have some employees with their email IDs, and I want to see which employees are using Hotmail IDs. How do you write that query guys? Take the data from employee table, whose, so let me see that which table we have used here. So EMP table, let's say in employee table we have a column called email ID, and I want to see who are all the used Hotmail. There is only, looks like only one person is there, but let's write that SQL query. So now here what I am going to do that, where email ID column, where email ID like Hotmail. So now I am going to say percentage Hotmail percentage. So now here whoever the email ID contains Hotmail, then it will give those employees details. That's it. See now there is only one employee, that email ID contains Hotmail. And most of the time we can remove this percentage in the data end, and we can use this query also guys. What we can do here, we can also use that query like this, hotmail.com, that ends with hotmail.com. And so before hotmail.com, that can be anything, any number of characters are there, any characters are there, I don't care. Okay. So but that email ID ends with @hotmail.com, that email ID ends with @hotmail.com. Before that there can be anything, I don't care. Anything is there, I don't care. So this is some kind of patterns guys. So let's execute, it will also display same thing, same record. So now this is what here it is guys, and let's update. Okay, now we are updating something. Yeah, I updated. That's fine. So you can update the data and you can test these queries. Okay, this is fine. So write a query to display the persons whose first name contains IE or IA and make sure their last name should contain NG. Guys, you see that here. So now we want to display the persons who are going to having their first name contains IE or IA. Their first name either contains IE or IA. So now let's start write that conditions where the first name like, just 1 minute guys. IE or IA. So now here we are going to make it IE or the first name contains IA. Let's copy and paste here IA. Okay. And make sure the last name should contain NG and last name like NG. So percentage NG percentage, and we have to keep these two conditions in open and closed parentheses. Okay, this is what guys. So let's execute this one. So now if I execute this one, it will display all the people. See that their first name, so their first name should contain either IA or IA. IE is there, sir. Okay, that is fine. And last name also should contain NG. So NG is there. IE is there, NG is there. IA is here. Christian, IA is there. NG is here. Long, NG is here. Their last name NG. And Christian, NG is here. IE, NG. IA, NG. IE, NG. IE, NG. IA, NG. Either IA or IE in their first name, but last name should contain NG. That's a mandatory. So this is what guys. This is how we are going to use this percentage symbol to match the patterns. So now here percentage represents any number of characters and any characters considered as matching. That's what percentage. So this is what guys, the wildcards H operator, that is what percentage. Now we can understand the other wildcards H operators, underscore, square bracket and a caret symbol. So let's move on. Okay, so now we have underscore guys. So what is this underscore? So this underscore represents only one character guys, only one character that can be written as that can be replaced. So we are going to see that practically. So write a query to display the person whose first name is having the second character is E, who's having the character the first name, whose first name is having the character E in the second character in their first name. That is very difficult, na? So that means I want to display the persons, only the persons in their first name, the second character is S, the second character is E. That's what here. Whose first name is having the character E as a second character. That means whose first name contains, first character can be any character, I don't care. First character can be any character, but the second character should be E. And after second character, from third character onwards, that can be anything and any number of characters, I don't care. The first character should be only one character, that can be any character, but second character should be E. So for that, how do we specify that? So now we are going to use underscore, where first name like, the first character can be any character guys. For that we are going to use underscore. The first character can be any character, so for that we are using underscore. Underscore represents that can be any character. So because we mentioned underscore in the first place, so the first character can be any character and second character should be E. After E, that can be any number of characters, any characters are there, considered as matching. Underscore. So this is what the pattern. Underscore represents only one character considered as a matching. That is what we mentioned, that underscore in a first position, so that first character can be any character, but second character should be E. So let's execute this one guys. So now see here, for second character everywhere you see that Benjamin, B-E-N-E and G-E-R-E, Rebecca and Gerald. See that in every name in these results, all these people first name, you can see that second character is E. Okay. So this is how we can specify that, guys. And now here the underscore represents only one character. Underscore represents only one character, that is first character, since we have kept that underscore operator in the first position, because we mentioned this underscore in the first position. In this, inside that single quote, we mentioned that as underscore in the first position. That's why we are going to say first character can be any character. Okay, that's why the first character can be any character. Okay, this is fine, guys. So now here, and again few more requirements. So write a query to display the person whose the first name is having the character E in the third character. So now we saw that second character, now third character. So now where first name like. So now first two characters can be any characters, guys. How do you represent first two characters can be any characters? We have to use two underscore symbols. One underscore, first underscore. That means first character can be any character, only first character, and one more underscore. Total two underscore characters, two underscore operators I have mentioned here. 1 and 2. That means the first place and second place, any two characters it can be, no problem. And third character should be E. After E there can be any characters or no characters or 10 characters, any number of characters or no characters, it doesn't matter. It's considered as matching. That's what the percentage. So now let's execute this one. See that you can see in these results all these persons, their in their first name the third character is E. Cheryl, Steve, Theodore, THE, and Alex, AE, third character is E in their name, right? Stefan, STEE, Joy, JOE, Joy. See that, guys. So like this we are going to get the data. Here under each underscore represents only one character. So we have mentioned two underscores. So first and second character, since we have kept this operator in the first and second positions, because we mentioned these underscores in the first and second position. So that's the reason. 1 minute, guys. Okay, guys. So now here we are going to start here. So that is the first and second character, since we have kept this operator in the first and second positions. That's why. So now here these are two underscores we mentioned, first position one underscore and second position another underscore. So first two characters can be any characters, but third character should be E. And fourth character onwards, that can be any characters, any number of characters, it is going to be considered as matching. Okay, so this is what, guys. So now again we are having few more requirements. Write a query to display the persons whose first name contains IE and make sure the last name should starts with H and ends with L. Okay, let's see this. Let's start write this requirement by understanding slowly. So write a query to display the persons whose first name contains IE and make sure the last name should starts with H and ends with L. Okay, so now let's see this, where the first name contains IE. Contains IE means a percentage, IE percentage. Percentage IE percentage. Okay, so this is what contains IE, and also make sure the last name should starts with H and L. And the last name should starts with the like starts with H and ends with L. In between H and L, that can be any characters, any number of characters, guys. And also make sure that the third character should be L in the last name. So now here the last name starts with H and ends with L, but the third character should be L. Third character also should be L. So how did you mention, guys? First character is HA, but second character can be any character, so underscore. Second character can be any character, so underscore. Third character should be L, and last character should be L. Between third and last character, that can be any characters, or else no characters, or any characters, it is considered as matching. See this, guys. This is what the patterns. This is called patterns. See that persons whose first name like IE, that means contains IE, we take that records. And also the last name starts with the H, ends with L, but the third character should be L. What about second character? That can be any character. Second character can be any character. That's why I mentioned underscore in the second position. and at the fourth character to before last, from fourth character to before last character, there can be any characters, any number of characters, or else 0 characters also, no problem. It is considered as matching. Okay, this is what the query, guys. And similar way, write a query to display the persons whose last name contains the 6 characters. Whose last name contains the exact 6 characters, not less, not more, exact equal to 6 characters. Then I can simply say that where last name like 6 underscores, that means 6 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. So now it is going to give all the people whose last name contains 6 characters, guys. That 6 characters can be any characters. That 6 characters can be any characters, right? So this is what underscore operator. And now we are moving on to the square bracket, squares. What is this squares? Write a query to this. This square represents the range, guys. See now here underscore operator, and let's go to the square. Square represents range. It's very simple. You see that now here. So write a query to display that, to display the persons whose first name starts with any character from A to I. A to I is a kind of range. First character, first name starts with any character from A to I. First character can be any character A to I. It's kind of range. So how did you specify this range A to I? So here I am going to specify where the first name like. How did you specify A to I? Here I am going to use using the square bracket to specify the ranges. We can use A to I, A hyphen I. This is what first position I mentioned. In this first position I mentioned square bracket A to I, that can be any character including A and I, guys, including A and I. It will also include A and I, A, B, C, D up to I, and the percentage. That's it, guys. So this is going to be considered any persons whose first name starts with any character between A to I. You see that now here we got the D, we got the C, we got the A, up to A. You can check it out, all this data, all these people's first name, the first character should falls A to I. So now similar way we can check for few more requirements with this square bracket. So write a query to display the persons whose first name starts with any character. I don't care, but make sure that the second character should be any character from A to I. Second character can be any character A to I, guys. What about first character? That can be any character. So we can here the first name like. So the first character can be any character, use underscore, because first character can be any character. Second character should be A to I, A hyphen I. And what about third character onwards? Any number of characters are there, it is going to be considered as matching. So this is what the patterns, guys. Okay. So now here A to I represents, here the A to I represents the second character, should be any character between A to I, because we mentioned this is a square bracket in the second position. First position we mentioned underscore. Underscore represents any character, only one character. And the second position we mentioned square bracket. That means any characters from A to I. Hyphen represents A to I, guys. Okay. So now here write a query to display the persons whose first name starts with any character. But make sure that the second character either A or I. Either A or I. Now this time I'm saying either A or I, not A to I. Either A or I. Let's see this. This is very interesting one. Interesting, guys. Okay. Same query, but here we have to say A comma I, where first name like starts with any character. That's what here. First name starts with any character, but make sure that the second character either A or I. So how did you specify either A or I? And here you can specify A comma I. So now here A comma represents, that can be either A or I, not A to I. A to I means hyphen, comma means either A or I. That's what here, guys. So here A comma I represents the second character should be either A or I. Okay. So the same query we can also write like this. The same query we can also write like this. First character can be any character, and second character should be A and percentage, or else the second character should be. So either we can also write that query like this. But this is good to see, right? Yeah. Okay, this is fine. So write a query to display the persons whose first name starts with any character, but make sure the second character either A, J, K, S or J, either one of these. Then what we can do, where whose first name starts with any character, first name, like, starts with any character underscore, and but make sure the second character can be one of these. What about from third character onwards? That can be anything. So let's take this, copy all these characters and paste it here. That's it. So now the second character either one of these character, guys, any one of these five characters. Okay. So like this we can specify, we can use these brackets. Okay. Or else we can write like this, and this is looks like very complicated. Both are same. These are all same, but it looks like it is a complicated. Okay. You can simplify writing square bracket. Square bracket represents multi-values or range. So now next we have caret symbol. So we always use this caret symbol inside open and closed bracket only. Inside this open and closed bracket we use this caret symbol. This caret symbol represents not within this range or not equal to these values. See that now here. Write a query to display the persons whose first name contains first character can be any character, and second character should not within this range. Second character should not within this range. So for that we can write the query like this, where the first name contains first character can be any character. So like capital letter, small letter, it doesn't matter, guys, but I always prefer to write keywords in a capital letter. Whose first name like any character, first character can be any character, so we use underscore, and second character should not within this range. So we are going to say not within this range. How do you specify not this range? We have to use here caret symbol. If you use caret symbol, not A to I, and other characters, not these characters, other characters. See that second character is represents O here, Robert, except A to I. So this is what here, guys, the caret represents not the range of A to I. So now here similar way, so write a query to display the persons whose first name contains first character can be any character, and second character should not any of these list of the characters, should not these except these characters, except these any other characters. So for that we can simply, let me copy this one. So the second character, let's copy this list of the characters and put it here. That's it. That's it. So now this represents, you see that caret represents not equal to this, not these characters and rest of the characters. But earlier if you can see this, so if you don't use a caret symbol, this is represents exact equal to, so these characters include only for these characters. Second character can be one of these characters. And when we use a caret symbol, it represents not these characters, any other characters. The caret represents not equal these characters, not these characters. Okay. So or else here the caret represents not within the range of A to I. So this is what, guys, we have these white cursive operators. Let me go back. See now here underscore only one character, and it can be any character considered as matching, and open and close the bracket. We can specify the range or multiple values in the search pattern by using the open and closed. And this caret symbol always we use with open and inside square brackets, and it represents not. It reflects the meaning of not the range or not these values. That's what caret symbol. Okay, guys, so this is what wildcard search operators, and now we have some homework on this wildcard search operators, and I will pass you this homework, and you can practice this homework to get more and more understanding from these wildcard operators.